Good morning from Iceland.
Yeah.
We have made it to Akureyri.
A little bit earlier than expected, actually.
That's true. So we're going to grab some breakfast and head off for adventure. Now, we're going out on an independent tour today with BusTravel Iceland. You might remember the name because we did the Golden Circle tour with them in Reykjavik.
Which was excellent.
Today, we're heading back out to see some zones that we saw last time we were here, but do some little different stuff. So we're going out to Godafoss because...
You have to.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And the Mývatn region because we're going to the thermal baths.
Yeah, so lots of clothing required today. Layers especially. It's like 40-something degrees in August.
40s.
So you just never know what the weather's going to bring. But you need a bathing suit also, change of clothes. They said a beanie and gloves. So just make sure you have that backpack full of extras.
Yeah, now, funny enough, the thermal baths actually rent swimsuits and towels, but
not
we're
for
packing
us.
our own. Yeah. So, breakfast, and then let's go find BusTravel Iceland.
Come on.
Ooh. Dining room time. And now, getaway time. Ooh, we've got company over there. Welcome to Akureyri. So the meeting spot for the tour just says parking lot. Boom, out you walk, and here is the parking lot. Just follow the yellow rope. So we walk past all of the hubbub at the port, and here are the buses. Away we go.
The town where your ship is docked is called Akureyri. It may not seem such a big town, but it is actually by far the biggest place outside of the capital area. These are very green areas with a lot of trees. But do not be fooled. Iceland is not a country where you can expect to see a lot of trees and forests. The wind is quite strong here and makes it very hard for trees to grow, at least to a proper size. And in many places in Iceland you can actually tell the dominant wind direction by simply observing which direction the trees are leaning. So, we are almost at the waterfall. If you look to the right, you can see the spray from the waterfall already. They have bathrooms, but unfortunately they do charge for them. It's 300 kroner.
So we have a 45-minute stop here at Godafoss. Well, let's see if it is as magnificent as I remember it from last time. We've got a beautiful day. It's overcast, but not rainy. Interesting fact, though, is that they have started charging to use the restrooms up there at that building, which were free last time we were here. She said just within the last few months now you have to pay to use the restrooms.
Gotta make that money.
Not much in the way of wind today. It's very pleasant.
Lovely.
So rather than continuing up to the top overlook, I think we will jump down here. Start low, work our way up.
That's crowded.
Yes, this will do nicely for a first glimpse at Godafoss today.
There's a lot of people down there.
You can see all the folks up on the top observation platform to the left. There's some folks who have climbed down to a little area there. Yeah, it's very silty type water. Let's just take the whole thing in. Alright, let's climb up to the proper looky-loo spot. Oh yeah, it's very peoply up here, so we'll just grab any piece of rail we can get, but it's worth it for the view. And the paths do continue even higher up there. I think we walked up there last time. So our tour today includes lunch, which is exciting. I'm not sure if it's before or after the bath, and we have two different groups on our bus. We are in the group that's doing the baths. There's also a group that's going to skip the baths and do a little hike while we are enjoying the baths. One thing to remember here is that the bus may not pick you up where you got dropped off. We got dropped off over where sort of that white van is in that parking lot, but pickup is over here by the Black Cafe building parking lot. So we are going to take the direct route over there. There's a little footbridge that leads over to, I guess, what is the official parking lot for this place if you don't come over to the cafe. They've got kind of like a Pride Rock looking outcropping that you can go out there and take pictures on. So on the bus we heard the story about how, I guess in the past, they took all of their old sort of pagan god statues and threw them in the river here when they turned over to Christianity, and therefore we have the Godafoss Waterfall of the Gods. Oh, we actually have time to do a bit of the footbridge today. Here's the view from on approach to the footbridge. And looking back out to the road that we drove across to get here, here's where they keep their days at Godafoss. There's some steps you could go down if you want to snorkel, I guess.
I don't think that's advised, but...
Probably not here. I mean, I guess it's always an option. Don't drop your sugar cubes and don't fly your drone. Okay, got it.
Important advice.
Back to the bus.
This is an area where we have lake and marshlands. And when lava gets in contact with water, the interactions tend to be quite violent. And pseudo craters, the way they are formed is when a big flow of lava flows over a body of water. The heat from the lava makes the water boil. The boiling of the water creates air pockets made out of oxygen and gases. And when the air pockets reach the surface of the lava, they pop. The formation that this leaves behind is a beautiful circular formation.
Welcome to the Pseudo Craters. Now we are here by Lake Mývatn, and apparently Mývatn means flies. Yeah, there are tiny little flies all over the place. Our guide said that they do not bite.
They're harmless. They're just annoying.
They're here to annoy.
Fly in your face.
Yep, that's what they do. All right, let's climb up and peek at these pseudo craters. Every now and then they jump in your ear and go buzz. Well, as we gain a little bit of elevation, we're already starting to be able to see the shapes of all those lava bubbles, or as she was explaining it. Now I saw signs that said no drones and no smoking. There's clearly some smoke over there, but that's, you know, natural geothermal looking smoke. Oh, we got horses right here by the lake. I'm just trying to see if these flies are coming out on camera. Oh yeah, there's one flew by. Oh man, look at Dee. You know she bought this coat last time we were in Iceland? That is a nice icewear brand.
Oh. Brought it back to its home.
Well, don't leave it here. We're taking it with us.
You don't have to be so aggressive.
They are all getting all up in this footage now. I'm trying to look at horses, not flies, okay? Apparently they've had a longer winter this year, which has reduced the number of flies, but they're definitely still here. Yeah, they're just pesky. Just don't breathe in through your mouth too hard, or you might get a free snack. There's the view looking back toward the visitor center, which this is a restroom stop. They have free restrooms here. Oh my gosh, there are flies on my glasses. Okay. Flies on the camera. One more peek from the edge of the viewing platform. They do have paths and things that you can walk here, but this is a 20-minute stop, so we don't really have time for that. We're just going to get some peeks, hop back on the bus, and I think we're heading toward maybe the baths after this. And looking off this side, you can see some of those walking trails up and down and round across all these craters. Now, last time we were here, I think they told us that they used this site for some sort of training for the space program, because like the surface of this area was similar to what they expected like the surface of the moon to be like.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Hopefully I remember that correctly. I haven't heard that yet on this tour. That's Dee's motto. More nature, more fun. All right, bus time.
In other parts of Iceland we have lava fields that are quite flat. But yeah, here when you had the lava coming into contact with water, things got quite exciting. And our next stop is coming up in a few minutes, and when we get there, the people that are going bathing will stay on the bus, and Lucas will take you to the bathing place, and the rest of you will get to enjoy a nice walk with me through an amazing lava field. We are now traveling on the area that is in between the two tectonic plates which Iceland sits upon. The west part of Iceland sits upon the North Atlantic tectonic plates, and the east part of Iceland sits upon the Eurasian tectonic plates. And these two huge tectonic plates more or less correspond to the continent of North America and Europe.
Well, we've dropped off all the walkers and now on to the baths.
You put the coin to the locker and then you can lock the locker. Very important, you must take a shower before, naked. If you forget towel or swimsuit, you can rent. Please take off jewelry because of minerals in the water. That's gonna be black after the bath. So, let's go.
So this is the Myvatn Nature Baths. Oh, you can see all the steam coming off up there.
That looks really cool.
So we've got, I'll say about an hour 45 total to spend here, including shower time, changing time, dry off time, get ready time. Yeah. Well, they've given us a coin so that we can use the locker system. We are not going to document the changing process. See you in a minute. Well, we have completed the showering process, the lockering process, and we are going to get in on this nice mat at this ramp. So we have made it down into the water. So yeah, this is a very cloudy, silty style water.
Sulfury.
Sulfury smelling too. Yeah, they've got the bar over there. Nice big area though. We'll try not to linger on too many people and just keep it on ourselves, you know, out of privacy.
Yeah, sounds good.
Now the bottom is kind of sandy once you get past those mats, but really nice. I mean, you know, no steep drop-offs. I'm always worried when I'm walking in water and I can't see what I'm doing that I'm just going to be like bloop over my head. But
also no fish or anything.
no fish, yeah.
It's a nice temperature. It's not too hot. And even the air temperature wasn't bad, just standing waiting for Jay to get into.
You were faster than me. Hey, I took the proper shower. I mean, I was like...
I did all that too.
I had some complications with my locker. I mean, you know.
It's nice.
So I don't know, the depth in here is not too bad. I feel like it's like 3 feet, maybe. Oh, well, yeah, okay.
I'm 6.
So you're 6 feet and it's like mid-hip.
Yeah.
Now, oh, there's my reflection. They had an option where you could actually get like a 2-wine wristband for a little bit of a discount. We forgot to do that on the way in. But as long as you have like a card, a watch, some sort of a device like that, you can just tap in and buy things as you go. So Dee got an Aperol Spritz, which was actually freshly made up there. Mine came out of a can, but it was a vodka lemonade. So, skål!
Skål. I said cheers. Skål.
So we'll try to make our way around most of this facility here in a little bit, but this side cleared out so I can show it with nobody in it. There's lots of little nooks to sit in. They've got some showery features where I guess you can let the water run down on your head. Look off. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm looking around now. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. This little thing that I was just walking around is a bench. That's why people were over here camping it out. So they left. Now we have claimed this territory.
Well, it's perfect. You get the background. We're not filming people. You can probably hear us okay.
Are we not people? We're filming ourselves.
So some things to point out. Because of the sulfur smell, we've experienced it in other places before. Maybe don't wear one of your favorite swimsuits because that does not come out for a while. And I didn't even know that, honestly. I only packed this one for the whole trip. So laundry will be my best friend.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get the smell. It leaves like a very silky quality to your skin, though. You can tell there's like minerals in it.
It's nice. Like it's probably very healing, I'm sure.
I've been rubbing it on my face. I hope so.
Stop. You're fine. But this is really a nice establishment. The changing rooms are a little bit small, but you know, they have everything you need in there. And the swim up bar is really nice addition to it as well. So enjoying it so far.
Some time has passed. We stopped back by the bar and grabbed large ciders. I think it's the Summersby. I think that was the name of it. And they are delicious. Now, let's explore, because the more I look around, the more I see how gigantic this place is. Here are these two water features which are pumping presumably clear water, question mark. It doesn't really look silty. They've got like a firm spray and more of a gentle spray.
I don't want my hair to get
Yeah, you're determined not to wet the hair. There you
Well,
go.
with the minerals and the hair, it kind of turns to straw, and that's not the best idea. So
That's true. That's why I'm
that
thinking.
feels lovely.
clear
I don't
water.
know. I'm not taking that chance. So it's lovely though. Nice feature.
All right, let's come over here and get some views. They've got another sort of round benchy nook over here. Well, I've made a startling discovery here at the edge with my niece. There is a bench right here that apparently you could turn around and sit on, and that becomes the back of the bench. Could not see that, but man, look at all these views. I'm not sure what the giant steaming thing is up there. It looks like some real hot water. Here's looking back the other way up toward the changing rooms. They've got sort of a little hot tub thing up there and some steam rooms that you can use if you get out of this area. All right, we're gonna start making our way to the exit. We've spent a good amount of time here, but just enjoying it. Now you may want to bring water shoes. We've noticed some sharp rocks on the bottom. Not too bad. They haven't been bad, but water shoes, question mark.
If you have foot sensitive.
If you have sensitive feet, that's true. I don't think I would have needed them either way, but something to think about. Something else to think about is the fact that we're hungry. Now, they gave us the option to have our bag lunch before or after we came to the baths. I forgot to ask before.
Me too.
So we're going to have it on the bus ride back, because after this we go back to Akureyri.
Lunch at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's true. They did have plenty of water just to make sure you're staying hydrated while you're out here. And welcome back to the outside. We are all changed and ready to board the bus. I see they had like a little cafe and gift shop and stuff in there. So now I think the plan is to drive around the remainder of the lake and head back. There comes our ride. Okay, so he's gonna back in over there. It looks like they've got the lunches ready. Woohoo! Well, everybody is crinkling into these bags. All right, we've got a chicken salad sandwich, some orange juice, and some chocolate. And they did have a vegan option as well, actually.
Okay, so this is the end, my friends. Well, on behalf of the company, I would like to thank you guys for choosing BusTravel Iceland.
Birds! We have made it back to the port with about an hour to spare before back on board time, so perfect. Well, it's a popular time for folks to be coming back. But anyway, welcome home. Akureyri. The BB King Band is practicing in there. I think they're actually new, or at least some of them are new this
We
cruise.
saw them boarding when we were, so I'm pretty sure most of them are new, yeah.
Anyway, we're rolling right into dinner. No change of socks. It's all very boring tonight, but we are ready for some food. Welcome to the dining room. dinner and we've started sailing away. Oh, there's narration here on Lido. Let's see if we can hear it out back. Get some scenic views off the rear here.
Icelandic native species of plants.
The wind is a-blowing. We're looking back at Akureyri, making our way up the fjord now, staring into the sunshine and the wind.
You would also find,
and we can hear the narration if we're close enough to a speaker back here. So we got scenic cruising for a few hours. They said they were seeing some whales up at the mouth of the fjord, so who knows?
on the outside decks.
About 6:15, they're clearing up the chairs back here.
At about 2 a.m. we will be going up into the Arctic Circle.
Ooh.
But do you know what you are officially called if you do pass the Arctic Circle? Does anyone know?
Blue nose.
Kind of naval maritime name for someone that has crossed the Arctic Circle is a blue nose. A blue nose.
Apparently we're going to cross it at 2 a.m. and then uncross it at 4 a.m.
There's Arctic Circle.
Yeah, it's going to be a hot minute until we're done sailing through this fjord, and we kind of want to go see a show tonight because they've got one of the new style singing and dancing shows on, like tonight's the first one, so we're kind of excited for that. So we might dip inside and prepare.
Did you guys know Jay gets cold?
I do not. It never happened. Never happened. Oh yeah, she just said this fjord is 60 kilometers long. It's the longest in Iceland, I think she said. So yeah, that'll take some time.
The highest mountain is Curling.
Hey, blankets. Yeah, I made the mistake of not wearing sleeves, and it's the wind that's getting me out here. Woohoo! Well, let's head up to the theater. We're going to see if we can catch the early show, actually. There is our show. It is called Song and Dance. I guess technically it's called All Those People. Oh, no, it's called Billboard on Board. Anyway, let's go. So we will let you know how goes the show.
Tonight, right here at the World Stage, this is the first of 4 shows you will see throughout your next few weeks by this talented group of performers. And tonight's show, we're really inspired by old Hollywood movies and Broadway shows. Starring Sean McGibbon, Noah Berry and the company. Let's make some noise. This is Song and Dance. Thank you.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish and go.
We've come back to the cabin to find our paperwork for tomorrow, Isafjordur. Apparently we were going to be tendering, and now we have a dock, which is awesome. That's about it. There's a breakfast menu and a remote. Good night, y'all. It's finally time to catch up. We have hit the ground running since we came back from the port.
You have to.
So tell me, was Iceland as majestic and magnificent as you remembered?
It was, and then some. So Godafoss again, beautiful, breathtaking, a must-see for sure. And then we did the craters.
Oh yeah, Pseudo Craters.
Pseudo Craters. Just beware, there are like flies because Mývatn means fly lake apparently. But they don't bite or hurt, so like, you know, it's fine. You're not there long enough for them to bother you too much. But the views are definitely worth going to look, even with the flies. And we were here in May before, and they weren't there. So
that's true.
It's like a late summer thing, I think. So yeah. And then the new thing that we did was the bath.
Took a bath, y'all.
Oh, it was beautiful. The scenery was like so cool with like all the volcanic stuff around it, and it was like that milky, very I don't know what you say.
I call it silty.
Silty water. Yeah.
It did stink like sulfur.
It did have the smell, but it wasn't like overwhelming.
Right.
And I don't smell it on my swimsuit anymore.
I don't either.
Yeah, and the drinks were really good, and it had lots of places to sit and very spread out. Yeah, so I really enjoyed our time there, and I felt exceptionally relaxed, and my skin is silky smooth.
I know, right?
I feel like I'm like younger. No.
A spa day.
Yeah, it was so nice, and beautiful scenic drive back. Our tour guide was fantastic.
I was gonna say, I cannot pronounce her name. I
know it means something about a wave. Yeah. So she explained that. She was so good, so knowledgeable. We had some little ones on the tour, and they would ask questions, and she was so good with the kids. I really like to see that, because we try and promote like family tours, and it was perfection with the kids, the way she like handled that.
It's an awesome day thanks to BusTravel Iceland. You might be hearing BusTravel Iceland in some of these upcoming ports.
Just a little,
Just to let you know. So then we came back on. We'll save dinner for last. We did a little bit of scenic sailing, but not too much.
It was really cold.
Yeah, because we wanted to see the show. So first actual brand new style production show here on Nieuw Statendam. How'd you do?
Yeah, so singing and dancing. This one featured 2 male vocalists. A lot of the songs were songs I was familiar with, but probably not everyone knows. I think I knew maybe 4 or 5 of them tops, and then some I had no clue. But we understand, like, getting royalties to songs on big cruise ships is probably pretty expensive, so you're not necessarily going to hear all the newest, greatest hits. It was with canned music, so no live orchestra or anything, but they were really good at what they did. Pause
Got a tap at the door.
Hi. Thank
This
you
is
so
me
much.
pausing. Oh, they brought us fresh.
Sorry.
I'm still paused. Here I am. They brought us fresh towels. And unpause. Here we are. I didn't really pause. You like how that works? They brought us fresh towels.
And I didn't mean to slam the door.
That's so nice.
Anyway, so canned music, but they did a good job with, most of the timing. It's a new
the
show.
vocals were pretty solid, actually.
Yeah, I like the dancing and the choreography was really good. The only thing that bothered me,
Yeah, and this is funny because it was something I was going to say too. My biggest pet peeve with any dancey show is when they have a tap dancing segment and the taps are on the track. They're not doing it with their shoes. They're pantomime tapping. And the taps are on the track.
And you can tell they're fantastic dancers. I'm like, why didn't they just let them wear tap shoes and do it? But maybe it would have overruled the track.
It could have been a costume change they couldn't pull off.
Yeah. And I would have liked a female vocalist as well, just to kind of vary it a little bit. But I think that's coming later.
Yeah, because some of the future shows, there's like 3 names. Because it said like person, and company present the show tonight. I saw some future ones, it's like 3 names and company. So curious to see how they unfold.
The screens were cool too.
Yeah.
I like what they did with that. So it's nice to see some change on Holland America with their shows. So I'm curious to see what else is coming because there's 3 more shows on here.
I want to watch them all.
Yeah.
And apparently there was no announcement about not recording. So I'm wondering, since they've kind of gone to maybe like a more in-house style show, maybe they're okay with recording.
Yeah.
I didn't tonight because I picked poo-poo seats. And
we didn't think we would be able to.
Right. And there was like a gentleman's head right in the middle of my field of vision most of the show. He left about 2/3 of the way through. I still didn't really have a great shot. So if we go see this again on our next cruise, I'll record it. But I guess I'll try to record the other ones.
Yeah. And they gave us a survey when we were leaving because I think they actually really want feedback to see what people think because they're trying to change it up. So good on you, Holland. I appreciate that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk about dinner, and then we got to go to bed because we're going to talk a long time. Hey, Christini's.
We both had it. Shrimp and like almost like a
crab dip.
Crab dip on top. Very good.
It really was. If you love crab dip, yum yum, nice and warm. There's your chop salmon salad.
This could have been an entree. It was like a whole piece of salmon with like salad and avocado and stuff like that. I shared it with Jay, but it was very tasty.
Yeah. Now be warned, it is seared salmon, it was raw in the inside.
Yeah, and it was like a mayo mustard sauce, which was a little different, but it was good.
It was. I had the eggplant and the hummus, and I've had it before. Both were delightful. I always wish there's more of those little yum-yum bread triangles, so I used some bread from the basket and sopped it all up. But delicious. Kalamata olives, be warned, one had a pit, one didn't, so watch those olives for pits. There is your entree.
Stroganoff. So traditionally, I believe it's supposed to come with like egg noodles, but it came with rice. But I'm not mad at it. The flavors were divine. Like, so good. I could have licked the plate. That's too much information.
I wasn't going to tell everybody that, but you did.
No, it was, whatever they did to it, that sauce was so good. I would definitely get that.
Rice is nice, I guess.
Again.
There is my fish. It was a red fish, but it was actually white. The waiter made the same joke. So, but nice and flaky, very mild. It had a farro and pea deal under it. I don't know what you call it. Carrots, and all the flavors came together nicely. It had a nice dill type sauce going on. I think that's fennel actually on top. Yum. I love fish. Nice. There's your coconut cream pie.
Yeah, so I've had this before, and I always forget that it's not my favorite. It is good, but it's more cream than coconut, and I prefer like more coconutty cream pie.
Yeah.
So I didn't finish it, but I mean, it's sweet, it's creamy, it does have some coconut, and the crust is good. So if you like that, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it was subtle. I tried it. There's what I had, which was pineapple crisp, and this crust on here, the crumble, it was so buttery. The pineapple was zingy. The ice cream melted into it and made a wonderland I could have ate 100 million of those pineapple crisps.
Their crumbles or crisps are really good on here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're going to retire now.
We talked a lot.
We're going to be in Iceland again tomorrow. Finally, Ísafjörður, which is a port that we missed on our last Iceland adventure.
Yeah, so cross your fingers for us.
We're going. Okay. Good night, Joe. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.